Silence doesn't confuse people. It exposes them. The moment you stop filling space with words, behavior starts speaking on its own. Reactions slow down. Patterns surface. People reveal priorities without being asked. Not because you pressured them, but because you removed guidance. Silence takes away scripts. It removes emotional cushioning, and without that support, people default to who they actually are. This isn't about withdrawal or avoidance. It's about absence creating clarity. When you stop explaining, reassuring, or correcting, you stop interfering with natural responses, and what surfaces next is always honest. Silence doesn't provoke reactions. It allows them. That's why it's so revealing, and why most people can't handle it. Number 1. Silence removes social masks. People use conversation to shape how they're perceived. Words provide cover. They allow adjustment, clarification, and control over the image being presented. Silence removes that option entirely. When you stop talking, people lose the ability to soften reactions or manage responses in real time. There's no space to reframe, no opportunity to smooth over discomfort. Without a stage, performance ends. Behavior replaces presentation. Timing replaces intention. Tone replaces explanation. This is why silence unsettles people. It strips away control. Without verbal engagement, individuals can't steer how they're interpreted. They either remain composed or reveal agitation. They either stay grounded or begin to fidget, explain, or push. Silence doesn't manufacture these reactions. It exposes what already existed beneath the surface. When words disappear, consistency becomes visible. You see who is stable without reassurance and who depends on noise to function. This isn't criticism or judgment. It's observation. Silence doesn't accuse anyone of anything. It simply removes the tools people use to manage impressions. And once those tools are gone, authenticity surfaces on its own, without effort or intention. Number 2. Silence forces people to fill the gap. When you stop speaking, the space doesn't remain neutral. It gets filled. Someone steps into it. Sometimes with nervous energy. Sometimes with unnecessary detail. Sometimes with defensiveness disguised as clarity. Silence creates pressure, but not the kind that pushes outward. It creates inward pressure. People feel an instinctive need to resolve uncertainty. And when there's no direction coming from you, they resolve it themselves. That's when intent surfaces. What people say to break silence exposes what they're guarding, avoiding, or trying to control. Those who are secure remain steady. Those who aren't rush to justify. Assertive personalities probe limits. Avoidant ones withdraw entirely. Silence doesn't force these reactions. It removes the noise that normally hides them. Without conversation to lean on, people reveal how they handle ambiguity. That reaction is unfiltered. It's automatic. Silence doesn't interrogate. It doesn't corner. It simply waits. And in that waiting, behavior replaces performance. What emerges isn't confusion, it's truth. Silence doesn't ask questions, it lets answers arrive on their own. Number 3. Silence ends. Manipulation without confrontation. Manipulation only functions when there is participation. It feeds on reactions, reassurance, emotional responses, and access. Silence removes all of it at once. Not loudly, not confrontationally, quietly. The moment you stop explaining yourself or responding on demand, manipulation loses traction. There's nothing to debate, nothing to reframe, nothing to emotionally pull apart. This is why manipulative behavior often spikes briefly when silence appears. The pressure increases, the tone shifts, urgency shows up. That escalation isn't strength, it's exposure. It's an attempt to restore control that no longer exists. But without engagement, the effort burns out quickly. Silence doesn't confront manipulation head-on. It deprives it of oxygen. And once that supply is gone, intent becomes visible. Those with honest motives remain steady. They don't rush. They don't push. Those without integrity reveal themselves through impatience, frustration, guilt, or withdrawal. Silence doesn't label anyone as manipulative. It doesn't accuse or explain. It simply removes the conditions manipulation requires to survive. What's left is unfiltered behavior, and unfiltered behavior never lies. Number 4. Silence shows who respects boundaries. Respect isn't demonstrated through agreement. It's revealed through restraint. Silence creates a boundary without ever announcing one, and boundaries without explanation test people immediately. Those who respect you don't rush to fill the gap. They slow down. They wait. They adjust their behavior without being told. They don't demand access or push for reassurance. Those who lack respect do the opposite. They press harder. They escalate. They test repeatedly, trying to force a response. Silence doesn't argue with either group. It simply allows behavior to surface. There's no lecture, no justification, no negotiation, just presence or absence. And that absence acts like a mirror. It shows who can regulate themselves and who needs constant engagement to feel secure. Respect appears as patience. Disrespect appears as urgency. Silence makes that contrast unmistakable without confrontation. You don't need to explain your limits for them to matter. You stop interfering and watch what people do next. Reactions become information. And information, when left uninterrupted, is always honest. Number 5. Silence reveals who needs you more than you need them. When you stop explaining and engaging automatically, the balance of effort reveals itself without ambiguity. The dynamic doesn't collapse, it separates. Some people remain steady and unchanged. Others become restless. Others quietly vanish. Silence exposes dependency patterns with precision. Those who relied on your reassurance lose their footing. Those who depended on constant access feel challenged. Those who respected autonomy continue exactly as before. Silence doesn't create imbalance. It removes the cover that was hiding it. You begin to see who reaches out with intention and who reaches out from anxiety, who responds with patience and who responds with pressure, who can stand on their own and who requires constant interaction to stay regulated. This information doesn't arrive emotionally. It arrives structurally. It shows you where effort was uneven long before silence appeared. Conversations once blurred that reality. Silence sharpens it. And once that imbalance becomes visible, it can't be ignored or explained away. The dynamic is exposed for what it has always been. Silence doesn't punish people. It clarifies them. When you stop filling space, people show you who they are without interference. Not through words, but through behavior. That behavior is always honest. Silence removes scripts, manipulation, and performance. What remains is truth. Some can handle it, some can't. And you don't need to judge either outcome. You just observe. That's why silence is powerful. Not because it controls others, but because it stops protecting illusions. And once illusions fall away, clarity takes their place.